2020 wasn't great for travel, understatement of the year, James. However, we are doubling down for 2021 and I already have our first group dive travel trip for next year planned and ready to share with you guys. This is something that's been at the top of my bucket list for a very, very long time. I want you to picture a Blue Planet style documentary of an underwater feeding frenzy, and then I want you to picture you scuba diving in the action. You got that? You picturing it? Then you have something very close to the Sardine Run. Every year, billions of sardines make their way up the east coast of South Africa to feed in the rich, warm waters of the Cape. Unfortunately for sardines, they are not at the top of their food chain. I'm talking sharks, superpods of dolphins, sailfish, seabirds diving from above, all attacking this movable feast, and we want to put you in the heart of the action. We've teamed up with ProDive in Port St. John to make an accommodation, meals and dive package for advanced level divers for you guys to experience the greatest marine spectacle on Earth. ProDive use specialized semi-rigid inflatable boats perfectly suited for their speed and maneuverability to help us keep up with the action. Spotter planes in the air will be communicating with our boat captains by radio and giving us the lowdown on the movement of these schools of sardines, which can run over 10 miles long. We will be staying at the scenic Nataba Lodge and Spa. It's a riverfront lodge, it's absolutely stunning. The boats that we'll be diving from are right there at their own private dock. We'll awaken each morning for a glorious pre-dawn breakfast, load onto the boat and head downriver and out to sea and watch the sunrise over the Eastern Cape. And then we're going to stay at sea for the majority of the day, 6 or 7 hours at a time, and enjoy multiple dives and snorkel sessions. This trip is not for the faint at heart, and to be honest, it's not for every diver. ProDive asks that every diver be at least advanced level certification and above, with at least 50 log dives, and to have dived within the prior 3 months to the trip. You'll be diving from semi-rigid fast boats in choppy seas and have to be ready to enter the water quickly and safely to keep up with the action. You also need to be comfortable diving in temperate waters. Average temperature for the trip will be somewhere between 15 and 22 degrees C. That's 59 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. This is expedition diving at its finest. There are no dive sites, it's the ocean. You need to be comfortable doing a back roll entry into blue water. You need to be comfortable diving to 100 feet. You need to understand that there's not going to be a mooring line or an anchor chain or even a dive master to check your pressure or hold your hand. The underwater feeding action is chaotic, but if you're a confident diver and you've got a passion for wildlife, underwater videography, underwater photography, and adventure, this will be the trip of a lifetime. And as if that wasn't enough adventure, we've got additional options that you can tag onto the Sardine Run trip, like for example a safari in Kruger National Park to see the Big Five. Because when's the next time you're going to be in South Africa? If you want to join us for this epic adventure, there is only one way you can do so, and that's through the link in the description of this video below that will take you to the travel brochure. The travel brochure has a lot more information than I can cram into this short format video. At the end of the brochure is the reservation form. Spaces are incredibly limited. We have 2 boats, 8 divers per boat, and if I'm honest with you guys, I've already sold a bunch of spaces to friends of mine who knew that I was planning this trip before I made this video. Also, booking closes at the end of 2020, so I wouldn't wait. In addition to that, flights to South Africa from Europe and from North America are as cheap as I've ever seen them right now. We can't wait to share this amazing adventure and see all of you guys in South Africa for the Sardine Run 2021. But in the meantime, dive safe, dive often.